Hilary Duff, the beloved actress and singer who first captured hearts as the spunky Lizzie McGuire in the early 2000s, has always been a beacon of relatable glamour in Hollywood. At 38 years old, she's navigated the highs and lows of fame with a grace that makes her seem like the friend next door rather than a distant celebrity. Recently, amid the buzz of her teasing upcoming music, a project that's got fans on the edge of their seats, she encountered a hilariously mundane mishap that turned her morning upside down. Picture this. A fresh, steaming whole milk latte, the kind of caffeinated elixir that promises to fuel creative fires and power through a hectic day, cruelly appended before it even graces her lips. It's the sort of accident that happens to all of us, but when it strikes a star like Duff, it becomes an instant anecdote shared with millions, blending vulnerability with that signature Duff charm. The incident unfolded on a seemingly ordinary Friday, captured in raw, unfiltered detail on her Instagram stories. There, for her 20 million plus followers to see, was the chaotic aftermath. A spilled lid from the coffee cup, lying innocently amid a puddle of creamy liquid that had infiltrated every crevice of her purse and splashed across the front seat of her car. The image was a snapshot of pure frustration, dark stains blooming on leather, receipts and lip balms floating in a milky sea, and that telltale aroma of wasted espresso hanging in the air. Duff's caption cut straight to the heart of the matter. Spilled my entire coffee inside my purse and front seat. A whole milk latte. Didn't even get one sip. It's hard not to feel a pang of sympathy mixed with laughter. Who among us hasn't mourned the loss of a perfect brew to gravity's betrayal? But for Duff, whose days are a whirlwind of motherhood to 4 children, acting gigs and now music production, this wasn't just a spill, it was a derailment of the energy she desperately needed. As if the visual evidence wasn't enough to convey her dismay, Duff followed up with a second slide that pulled back the curtain on her emotional response. The photo showed her face streaked with tears, eyes wide with that exaggerated, comedic despair we all recognize from our own bad days. Then I called my husband and sobbed, she wrote, tagging her husband, Matthew Koma, in a nod to the supportive partner who's become her rock over the years. It's a moment of unvarnished honesty that endears her even more to fans. Koma, a talented musician in his own right, has been by her side since they met in 2013, tying the knot in an intimate 2019 ceremony that was the epitome of low-key elegance amid Hollywood's spectacle. Their relationship, often highlighted in Duff's social media as a blend of playful banter and deep partnership, provides a grounding force in her otherwise starry existence. Calling him in tears over a coffee spill? That's the kind of everyday intimacy that reminds us celebrities are, at their core, profoundly human. This coffee calamity hits especially hard because it's unfolding against the backdrop of one of Duff's most anticipated comebacks, new music. Just last month, she dropped a tantalizing hint that sent her fanbase into a frenzy. A simple Instagram post featured her in a recording studio, headphones on, that focused, creative glow about her as she leaned into a microphone. The caption was pure Duff, casual yet loaded with promise, new music, or something. The ellipsis there is key. It's the tease of a perfectionist who's not rushing to overpromise but is clearly bubbling with ideas. Fans who still cherish her pop princess era from albums like Metamorphosis and Hilary Duff flooded the comments with heart emojis, pleas for release dates and nostalgic references to hits like So Yesterday and Come Clean. It's been over a decade since her last full album Breathe In, Breathe Out. In 2015, and the music world has evolved, but Duff's voice, warm, introspective and effortlessly catchy, remains timeless. Adding fuel to the fire, Koma himself chimed in with a heartfelt birthday tribute to Duff earlier this year, one that doubled as a major reveal about their collaborative efforts. In a lengthy Instagram post, he gushed about their shared creative process. Working on your album with you this year, on your terms, framed how it works for you, has been the F-King best, and I can't wait for the world to hear what it sounds like when you get to speak directly to your people without anything or anyone standing in the way. His words paint a picture of an album born from authenticity, free from the industry pressures that often stifle artists. For Duff, who has spoken openly about the challenges of balancing motherhood with her career, this project feels like a reclamation. She's a mom to 4, Luca, 12 from her previous marriage to Mike Comrie, and Banks, 6, May, 4 and a newest addition, all with Koma. Yet she's carving out space to express the multifaceted woman she's become. The music, from what little we've gleaned, promises to delve into themes of growth, resilience and joy, perhaps even touching on those small disasters like coffee spills that remind us life isn't always polished. Duff's career trajectory is a masterclass in reinvention. From the tween idol of Lizzie McGuire, where she embodied the awkward charm of adolescence with episodes that tackled everything from crushes to family dynamics, to her evolution into a rom-com queen with films like A Cinderella Story and Cheaper by the Dozen. She's always prioritized stories that resonate. Her foray into music was a natural extension, launching her as a pop force with albums that blended bubblegum hooks with surprisingly mature lyrics. But after a hiatus to focus on family and acting, starring in Younger and How I Met Your Father, her return to music feels like a full-circle moment. Fans speculate the new tracks might explore postpartum experiences, the chaos of parenting multiples, or even the quiet triumphs of mid-30s self-discovery. Whatever the direction, Koma's involvement ensures it'll have that personal, handcrafted touch. He's not just her husband but a collaborator who's produced for artists like Tegan and Sarah, bringing a fresh indie edge to her pop sensibilities. The coffee spill, in retrospect, becomes a metaphor for Duff's current chapter. Life throws these curveballs, literal and figurative, that test our composure, especially when we're on the cusp of something big. Imagine the irony. Here she is, pouring her soul into an album about unfiltered truth, and a latte derails her day before it's even begun. Yet, her willingness to share it all, from the mess to the tears to the teasing hints, is what keeps her connected to her audience. It's a reminder that even as she crafts perfection in the studio, she's embracing the imperfections off stage. As she navigates the cleanup, likely salvaging what she can from that $3,000 Balenciaga bag, a luxury item that's seen better days, we can only hope the next sip of coffee comes with a melody that captures this very essence. Delving deeper into the emotional layers,